Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the MotoGP class technical regulations that will be effective from the 2027 season onwards. Now up first is the engine displacement, and it states MotoGP class engine displacement will reduce from 1000cc to 850cc. The maximum cylinder bore will reduce from 81mm to 75mm. Engines will remain 4-stroke only with 4 cylinders. Concessions. Manufacturers who have raced in 2026 will start the 2027 season with rank B. Rankings will be revised at the mid-season checkpoint in 2027, based on the first part of the 2027 season results only. The 2026 results before the regulation changes won't be counted. The regular ranking system will resume at the end of season checkpoint at the end of 2027. Any manufacturers who have not raced in 2026 will start the 2027 season in rank D. Their rankings will also be revised at the mid-season checkpoint in 2027, based on the first half of the 2027 season only. Engine durability. The number of engines available for use by each permanent contracted rider will reduce to 6 engines per season up to 20 races, or 7 engines per season in the case of 21 or 22 races on the calendar. Manufacturers in concession rank D will continue to be able to use 2 additional engines per rider per season. GPS data from all riders will be made available to all teams at the end of each session. Transmission. In the MotoGP class, the total number of gearbox ratios, i.e. pairs of gears, permitted will reduce to 16, plus 4 different overall ratios for the primary drive for each season. Minimum weight. The minimum bike weight in the MotoGP class will be 153 kilos. Suspensions and dampers. No ride height devices of any kind will be permitted, including whole shot devices activated solely for the start of races. Fuel tanks. Fuel tank capacities will be reduced to 20 litres for Grand Prix, and a maximum of 11 litres will be permitted for the sprint. Reduction of aero surfaces. The maximum permitted width of the high portion of the front fairing aero body will reduce from 600mm to 550. The maximum rear end height will reduce from 1250mm to 1150mm. At the foremost point of the front fairing, i.e. the nose, will be moved back by 50mm, and the rearward taper of the front fairing aero appendices will also narrow. Homologation and aero surfaces. The rear end of the machine, any aerodynamics behind the rider must be homologated as part of the aero body. Manufacturers will be permitted to make 1 upgrade per season. Fuel and oil. The use of 100% non-oil refinement origin fuel is confirmed from 2027. The FIM, together with the MSMA and the MotoGP fuel suppliers, will clarify all technical details via the TWG1 working group, including representatives from Dorna and IERTA beginning in May 2024. So there we have it. The 2027 regs are now in place, in force, going to come for the 2027 season. No major surprises there. Maybe, if I'm honest, the only kind of surprise was that they got rid of the whole shot device. I knew they were going to get rid of the rear ride height, but whole shot was handy for the starts. But I guess, look, if it's out, it's out. And no major shock with the concessions. Again, the only bit I'm a little bit disappointed in is that at the end of 2027, if you have a shit year, the concessions will be continuing to the rank D type of concessions, which I don't think should be there. nothing again really surprised me there except of what I said. It will be good now just to finally close the door and get this done. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of the concessions? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you kind of like meh? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.